You are live. All right. Okay, guys. Hi. We're doing the Survivor Pandora commentary for episode 2 because the episode 1 commentary was completely and totally a train wreck. But it was so much fun. So, yeah. So before the game starts, it's 7:32 right now. Justin opened up the Zoom call like 2 minutes ago, and we've got 2 people in there. They're just looks like they're just staring at each other. We've got Joe and Matt P. And Megs just came in with a crazy Zoom name. I wonder if she's going to change it real quick so people don't know that she modded a game, apparently. It says mod Megs. Oh, she looks like she's changed. Okay. Anyways, we're so excited about the game tonight. So Justin, before in our little, yep, she changed her name. I knew it. I knew. Target. Okay. Before the game gets started, what should we talk about?
Well, so I think it's been a really interesting week. Obviously, I think the format of this game versus kind of the earlier seasons, I think just allows for a lot more strategy to happen. When you have a game that's just over the weekend, it's just very truncated and there's not a lot of time for things to change. But I actually think maybe things changed multiple times over the past week based on just what I heard kind of in early confessionals versus what I'm hearing today. So, a little quick recap on the first episode. We saw 4 people go home. Ed or Eater, Tom, Bill, and Stella.
And for the most part, we could say that a lot of those were challenge performance based.
Yeah, I think so. I think
several of them finished puzzles last, and
right. And I know Bill struggled a little bit on taking photos and uploading them. Mm-hmm. I guess Stella had a challenge on her maybe that was her photo. I can't remember. But yeah, it did seem very
showing issues.
Yeah, feet showing issues. Yeah. But I do think it was challenge based. And just performance based. It did sound like, based on the videos, that everyone liked each other. They all wanted to work together. Unfortunately, we saw 3 people go from Zulon. So they, as a group, it was funny. Like on paper, I was like, I think that team's going to crush it. And they didn't do so well.
No, we have 3 people remaining from Zulon. 3 out of the 6.
Yeah. So and then so Fosha only saw 1 person go, which was Stella. And then Nero had nobody go. So that also paints a little bit of a target on them, though, right? So there's nobody from the game out of Nero. So I think a lot of people are thinking up to the merge already and thinking if all the Nero people get back together at the merge, we could be screwed. So I think that paints a target on the Nero people on both tribes in some regard.
So really, was there any Pandora's Island visits last episode?
Yes. So first thing, Bill was the 6th person into the Zoom. And because this is season 6, I've mixed it up a little bit. And every episode, the 6th person in the Zoom, just checking I'm on mute. Every episode, the 6th person in the Zoom will get an opportunity at Pandora's Island. So sometimes it's been the first person, sometimes it's been the last. But I think has become a little predictable. I think
if people have friends who have played before, yeah.
Yeah, so trying to make it a little bit more random this time with the 6th person, which is a little harder to time. So Bill was actually the first one. He actually declined the opportunity because it was basically saying you can open Pandora's box, but your team gets a disadvantage in the first immunity challenge. And he opted not to take it. And his team ended up losing anyway. So he missed the opportunity, right?
And he didn't. And then he got sent again.
Right. And
missed the first tribal.
Yep. And
what happened when he went then?
Let me just double check my notes here. So when he went to Pandora's Island the second time, he was able to force someone from the other tribes to sit out of a challenge. So that's a little bit of a tricky advantage. But in the idea there is eventually you get to know people's strengths, like who's really good at something, who might help their team win. And the idea behind that is that you could use that advantage to make someone sit out that you think would help the other team win. And so he wasn't able to use that because he was voted out before he got the chance. But it was fun because I actually heard him at Tribal Council try to leverage that and say, hey, guys, I've got an advantage from Pandora's Island that can help us down the road. Like, keep me in so I can use it. Unfortunately, they didn't listen. But it was good to see that he at least was trying to leverage that. And then at the end of the night, the last person from each tribe to get selected in the team swap all got to go to Pandora's Island separately. So that was John, Susan, and Joe. I'm sorry.
Donna.
Don, John, and Susan. Yeah, sorry, there's too many names. Donna.
I was like, Joe got to, I was like livid. I was like, what? And he didn't tell me?
No. Donna, okay. John, and Susan.
So there's a lot of sounds going on there. Okay, so what happened? Yeah, what happened when they went?
So, I kept track of who was the last person picked during the swap, which we'll get to the swap in a second. But those were the three. So John, Donna, Susan. So Donna was the first to go to Pandora's Island, and she selected a challenge disadvantage. So her team
on accident,
right? So
I was like, I'll take that one.
When you go to Pandora's Island, there's 15 boxes in front of you, and you have to pick one, and you get whatever's behind it. And some things are good, and some things are bad. So unfortunately, she landed on one of the bad ones.
What number was it? Do you remember?
I don't.
Nice to know the numbers.
But so Zulan will have a small disadvantage in the first media challenge. I don't think it's game changing. I think there's definitely an opportunity for them to still win. But obviously it's impactful. But what's cool about it, or maybe not cool for everyone, but cool for Donna at least, is that I don't announce what happened, right? All I will say is that Pandora's box was opened and that there is a disadvantage, but I don't say who did it. For all they know, it could have come from the Nero tribe, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's really up to Donna what she shares and when, if she shares anything at all. So
now, did you tell, like, let's say Donna, did you tell Donna because you were the last one picked, you got to go?
No. So she doesn't know why she was triggered for Pandora's box.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah. And that's a good thing to note too. So I'm glad you brought it up, is everything has kind of been predetermined on what's going to trigger people going to Pandora's Island and having an opportunity there, right? So 6th person in the Zoom, last person picked in their tribe, the idol clues, and tree mail. So there's lots of different things that are kind of, if someone identifies something or if they happen to do something within the game, it kind of automatically triggers it. There's not really, people have messaged me a lot of crazy things trying to figure out how to trigger Pandora's Island, but there's not a ton that they can do.
If I was playing, I'd be like messaging you like caps lock, like open Pandora.
I've got many of those messages.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. So, and so John got a swap one player advantage. So at any point tonight until the merge, he can make a swap. So take someone from the other tribe, put it on his, and put someone from his tribe on the other tribe.
So players in this game right now who have researched your last game know about this twist,
right?
Have kind of talked about it, and we've heard some confessionals from people who know that, like Matt P and John, we've heard Matt P talk about when this might come into play. So that'll be very interesting to see if they do it. They've kind of talked about it being a last resort advantage for tonight.
Right. So I do think John will only use it if he needs to gain a majority. So if the first vote goes the way he thinks it's going to go, I don't think he'll use it because he may not need it and he might not want to blow up his spot and kind of, piss people off. But he also could see it as an opportunity to save Crystal if he thinks she's going to go on the other side, right? Mm-hmm. So I think there's a couple of reasons why you might use it. I think it's really going to come down to kind of what happens. And what's interesting is the last season, it was an automatic. It wasn't a choice of when you could do it. So if they opened Pandora's box, I think it was Steven last season, or Clank, I can't remember. But I think you open Pandora's box, you automatically get swapped. So it was kind of a, so this one is a power that John gets to use, where that one was an automatic.
That's I really like that evolution.
Yeah. So I always try to mix it up a little bit. So we'll see how that comes into play. And then Susan got a steal a vote. So up into the final 6, she'll be able to take someone's vote. They won't vote, and she will vote twice.
Which
so
she
Susan's
has
packing right now. Susan is packing. She's got that, and she has a hidden immunity idol, which she.
Oh yeah, we didn't even talk about that.
One. Yep.
If you solved the wood puzzle, the hardest puzzle, you got a clue or you got the idol.
You got the idol. So both Casey and Susan finished that firewood puzzle. Susan finished it in like record time. She is a beast on puzzles. Finished it in record time, so they both got the idol. Of course, that was the puzzle that Ed struggled with so much and kind of lost on the challenge. So, but yeah, Susan and Casey both finished the wood.
2 idols right there.
So 2 idols right there, yeah. So Susan is got a tool belt full of arsenal right now between an idol and a steal a vote.
She has told people about the steal a vote, right?
I think she's told a couple of people, yeah. And I think I think also based
I've
on
heard that, and that information has spread farther than Susan might have wanted it to spread.
I think so too.
think.
Yeah, I think Meg and Rachel have been talking a bit about it and how it might come into play. So we'll see what that means for Susan. I think people are seeing Susan as a threat. Oh, we got 4 people in.
Oh wait, but how do you know who's the? Oh, okay. So you're saying the 4th person just entered.
4th person just entered. Yeah.
Donna just entered the Zoom. We've got Matt. I call him Matt P because that's when I played Sequester with him. He's always Matt P to me. Megs and Joe. So one more person, and then we have our 6th person going to Pandora's Island. I'm so excited. Okay. So we've got those 3 advantages, 2 advantages, 1 disadvantage. And then you also dropped something in their group chat.
Yeah. So in the tree mail, we did this last season too. So if anybody that had talked to a previous player might have heard that this would be coming. And I did debate whether I wanted to try to change around the clue a little bit and make it a little bit different. But I just said, this is what I had planned. I'm going to do this. So we'll see if I change it up for next time. But so 1 person from each tribe, the first person to identify that the letter spelled idol in the 3rd stanza, as someone put it, in the tree mail, received a hidden immunity idol. So that was John and Rachel. So John's also got a pretty good tool belt of powers right now between his swap a player and his idol. So, and what's kind of cool is I don't know, I just feel like the people that have the powers, I'm excited about it because I feel like they kind of know what to do with them, right? I think in a couple previous seasons, I've seen players get powers and they didn't really know what to do with them. And I think they were kind of wasted. And so I do feel like you kind of already mentioned this. I think just to me privately, like this cast is pretty stacked with a lot of people that know the game, that are playing hard. And I think, having these powers, I think it'll make it exciting. So I'm excited to see what happens. But I think that's a quick recap on all the powers that are in the game as of now. We'll get one more, either a power or a disadvantage from the Pandora that's about to happen. Brendan just entered, so it's whoever is next.
Oh my gosh. So I said this on the last stream, but people probably skipped the commentary because the audio wasn't working. But I am very invested in this game. I've got my best friend Rachel playing, who has never played a Survivor game before, but is a big Survivor fan. I've got my good friends Joe and Matt P playing.
Here we go. Can you hear me?
Donna is currently checking her audio. That's why I had to stop because
There you go. Meg, you look cold.
okay, so
I'm sitting on a revenge.
Yeah, so I probably should. I'm gonna have to go pretty soon to do Pandora's Island. Whoever's next.
It is hot.
But kind of the last thing I just want to say before we go into the game is kind of where I see some people. So I definitely think the people in power positions right now are Rachel. She seems like she is attacking the game really hard. I hope it doesn't come back to bite her, right? I think she's got her hand in a lot of pots. She's got a lot of power. I think, which I love. I love people that play aggressively. So I'm excited to see that, especially for someone who hasn't played the game before, right?
That's fun. Yeah.
And so I think she's got a lot of power. I do think on that tribe, probably Kristen and Kayla obviously seem to be on the bottom right now. Kristen seemed to be on the bottom on Old Nero. I'm not really sure why. So it's Susan. Susan's number 6.
Susan?
Yeah.
What area she lives in?
So I do have to go do that. But I will just really quickly. And then on the Zulon tribe, I was actually really impressed that Crystal, I think, kind of jumped right in and started making bonds as the only Zulon person. There you go. So Crystal's, sorry, I switched it. So on Nero, Crystal jumped on in and made some bonds, and she was the only Zulon on that tribe. So I think she became the ultimate swing vote. And so I was proud of her, but now it seems like she's almost overplaying, and people are really concerned about how much, she's talking and what she's saying to people. So
she's talking a lot.
Yeah. And then on the Zulon tribe, I'm shocked. So going in, Brendan and Joe, I thought were toast, right? And everyone was talking about that. But then over the course of the week, both Brendan and Joe have said that, they're starting to build back their alliances, and Matt P and John might swing that way as opposed to Donna, Casey, and Ty. So I'm really curious to see what happens on the Zulon tribe. And if Brendan and Joe can turn this around, I'll be really, really impressed with their gameplay.
Yeah, they have been playing really well. And then a move that we've heard of is it's so hard to like focus while I hear the Zoom going.
I know,
so
I know.
I'll figure out how to do this. But we have heard that Casey has disclosed to several people that him and Donna are, as Big Brother would call it, untouchables.
Right.
That Casey and Donna are together, they're locked in. But even though you feel that way, that's a risky move telling people that. Because now Casey has put a target on himself because of that. Because if there's a strong duo, you don't want them around. It's just crazy how Joe and Brendan have recovered this week, and we'll see if it actually happens. We've got Ty has joined the Zoom call.
Yep, and I'm just about to notify Susan of her Pandora opportunity, so I have to jump to that.
Yeah. This has been fun.
Yeah, so I look forward to hearing the commentary. Good luck. I'm really, really excited to see what happens tonight. I think kind of who wins the challenges and when will kind of really determine the next bit. But stay tuned because our Pandora's Island players, everyone who's been voted out, are gonna compete in a challenge tonight to fight their way back into the game. So they've all been sitting on Pandora's Island over the last week. They've been talking about what happened on their tribes and who they trust, who they don't. So it should be exciting. And as we did last season, which has become one of my favorite twists, there will be 2 people going home at the first tribal council the next episode. So we'll do the first individual immunity challenge tonight after the merge. And then they'll be notified that at the next tribal council, which happens next Tuesday, 2 people will go home with the 2 people with the top most amount of votes, which last season caused so much chaos. So I'm really excited to see how it plays out this year.
Yay. Well, good luck tonight. Can't wait to be watching, and I'll be listening.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Like,
There's Hannah's favorite cat. The famous cat.
do you see this cat with the cone on? Also, like, my heart just beat like crazy that she was like, look, there's Hannah. And I was like, oh my gosh, did she see me? But there's another Hannah playing, and that is bothering me all the time. But it is so quiet on the stream.
Everybody, can you guys hear me okay?
Okay, finally we're at start. I've just been like, I know they're so nervous.
So
Here we
I think-
go. Oh my goodness. So we know that Susan went to, I just get so paranoid that my mic is on, which I've never like turned my mic on, but I get so paranoid. Okay. So Susan went to Pandora's island. So she must have opened something. Now, here's the question. Was it a disadvantage? Was it an advantage? Did she have a choice of when she could use it? Here, let me get rid of that. Did she have a choice of like when she could use it? Did she choose to use it right away? No, there's no way. It's the fact that Justin has this slide on. The fact that just a reminder, please do not communicate in any way. That means that Justin knew this was going to happen. No. Or maybe he put it in quickly after Susan activated it. Who knows? But they are starting group chats right now, group video calls to get to know each other. Good luck, Ty and Susan. Like, this messes up everything. All the plans they put together. Ooh, can't wait to see what happens. In our last couple minutes before the get to know your tribe is over, I'm going to go over real quick some dynamics we're going to be seeing, what I know from confessionals and whatnot. So let me add my screen in there. Okay. So, sorry, it's a little pixelated, but we know so far that Rachel and Megs, oh my gosh, why am I paranoid that my Zoom mic is on? My Zoom mic is not on. Rachel and Megs are tight duo. They really want to work with Crystal and the other person in their alliance. So they have this choice of, do they go with all the ladies from Nero, which was them, Kristen, and Susan, the four of them being a majority, or do they make a new alliance with Crystal and Hannah? So from what I last heard, now this is mostly because I've been talking with Rachel and I've seen Meg's confessional. I've seen Crystal's confessionals. I've not seen a confessional from the other 4. So I don't know what their plans are. That's why I have this point of view right now. They were choosing, like, do we go with kind of the easy vote of sticking with Nero, or do we get rid of someone from Nero that we want to get out? From what I heard, that might be Kristen, might be Kayla. I mean, Kayla even just said on the Zoom call that she's been gone all week and that she's sick. Like, isn't that a rule of Survivor that you don't tell people when you're sick, right? So that they don't vote you out. So good luck to them. But now with Ty just came over. So is that the easy vote? The person you haven't been talking to all week? No, I think they're going to rope in Ty and they're going to use him. Who was Ty with originally on his first tribe? I don't even remember. I think Megs. No, she was Nero. I don't even remember. Okay, so on Zulon, we kind of mentioned this earlier, but Donna and Casey are a tight duo. Casey has told people that he's a tight duo with her. Maybe she's told people, I don't know. So that's risky. Matt and John I know from Matt, his number 1 is John. I'm sure John feels the same way. So we've got them 2. And Joe and Brendan are a duo because they're 2 guys from Nero. Ty, his people from his original alliance are Casey and Donna. Is he planning on working with them? We got a confessional from him saying that he really liked his conversation with Joe. There's a lot going on. And from the perspective of Matt's confessional, that he feels like him and John are in the middle and that they could kind of swing whatever way. But like we said earlier, Joe and Brendan felt like goners. But okay, I feel like the Zoom is probably back. Oops, my bad. I just kept on talking. Let's go to the Zoom.
An extra disc in the mix. So you have a bit of a disadvantage from Pandora's box. So just keep that in mind. You'll have to hide 4 discs. Nero only has to hide 3. So I'll show you what I mean. These are the discs. Your chalices are at the top, so you'll hide them under the opposing tribe's discs. You got to pick 3 numbers if you are on Nero, 4 numbers if you're on Zulon, to hide the chalices under. And then it's up to you how you want to strategize to try to find those chalices that the other team hid. Does anybody have any questions? That makes sense? If you haven't watched Karma on HBO Max, you should watch it. It's basically Children's Survivor, and they do this challenge. I thought it was badass.
Really?
So definitely check that out. Anyway, so once I start the timer, you'll have about 3 minutes as a tribe to chat in your tribe chats about which discs you want to hide your chalices under for the other tribe. Once again, Zulon, you'll have to hide 4, so make sure you send me 4 numbers. Just determine who your spokesperson is and just have them privately message me. Nero, same thing, but just only pick 3 numbers. Does anybody have any questions before I start the timer? Okay, I'll leave this up just so you can reference it. But if you have any questions about the rules that you can't see, let me know and I'm happy to answer them. So your 3 minutes to decide as a tribe starts now.
Okay, so I can't talk while I hear other people talking, so that's why I had turned on my turned off. See, look, I can't hear noise. I get distracted. So I had turned off the audio. Sorry that I missed the challenge instructions. So what you do is each tribe hides 3 discs under one of these numbers. So I believe Nero is red. So they're going to pick 3 numbers. And their hidden token is going to be under those numbers. Same with blue. And then they'll take turns guessing a number. Justin will reveal if the item got placed.
Just want to remind some of you that you are still on the Zoom video, so we might be able to see you even if we can't hear you. Just in case you mouth any words of numbers, you might want to turn off your camera.
Justin, why do you do that? So, pretty simple. So, so this is over here. You'll see this is the challenge disadvantage that must have
And
happened.
you've got about a minute and a half left. Minute and a half left.
Is that Nero only has to find 3 of their tokens. And Zulon has to find 4 tokens. So the odds are stacked against them. This is a great challenge from Karma on, what is it, HBO Max? Is that what it was? I watched that a couple months ago. It was amazing. Watching little preteens / children play Survivor, and they're so emotional and they're crying, and I love it every second of it.
Once you have your numbers, please make sure a spokesperson messages me privately on Facebook, not on Zoom. Please make sure you don't put them publicly in the Zoom. We did have an issue with that last time. So please make sure that you just send one person sends it to me privately over Facebook Messenger when you have your numbers. Okay, you've got about 30 seconds. I do need somebody from each tribe to privately message me your numbers. Okay, I do need the numbers. So please have someone submit them if they are not already submitted. All right, if everybody can hop back on, please. Turn on your videos. think I'm missing 2 people. Susan and Ty. Susan, are you there? While we're getting Susan, you guys should be chatting about what numbers you want to pick, what your strategy is. You only have 1 minute after the other tribe decides.
Are we
Hey, Justin.
picking as a tribe or as individuals?
As a tribe. So Brendan and Crystal, as your team leads, will unmute and pick the number vocally out loud. So you can be chatting about them in your tribe chat, but they'll be the representative. Susan, are you there?
Did I do everything right, Justin?
You did. Okay. But you needed to hide 4. Does that answer your question?
Oh, I did?
Yes.
I don't know. Wouldn't isn't the I'm confused. We're at a disadvantage, right? Or did I miss
Correct. So you have to give them 4 chalices, but they only have to find 3. So they have an extra one out there.
Oh, understood. Okay. Gotcha.
Susan, friend, are you there? Where's Susan? Maybe she has to take her dog out. If anyone's messaging with Susan. Have your first numbers ready. Also, Nero, you'll get to decide if you want to go first or second as part of your advantage. So would you like to go first or second, Nero? Crystal.
I'm going to go second.
I'm gonna go second. Okay. So I will need Zulon to pick a number first. There's Susan. Perfect. All right. Well, I see her camera wants to turn on. Are you there, Susan? No, she might be having tech issues. All right, we're gonna move along. Susan, you might need to jump out and jump back in if you can hear me. I'm having a little bit of tech challenges.
Yeah, she said she can't hear you. She's going to rejoin.
I did it now. My mic or whatever, the speaker went out. I'm sorry.
All right. So Nero's going to go first, which means Zulon, Nero's going to go second, which means Zulon, you're picking first. So Zulon, what number would you like? Brendan, please.
Lucky number 7, sir.
Number 7, correct?
Yep.
There's no chalice under number 7. Nero, you have 1 minute, unless you already know your number.
We're going to go with number 6.
Number 6. There's no chalice under number 6. Zulon, you have 1 minute, unless you already know your number.
Three.
There's no chalice under number 3. Nero, you have 1 minute.
Nine.
There's no chalice under number 9. And you have 1 minute.
14.
What'd you say?
14. 1 and 4.
1-4. Sorry, Brendan, you're a little hard to bring up.
You're good. You're good.
Congratulations, Zulan. You have found
Hey.
Nicholas.
Nice job, dog.
All right, Nero, you're up.
13.
There's no chalice under number 13. Zulan.
Let's Let's try 15.
There's no chalice under number 15. Nero, you have 1 minute.
Three.
There's no chalice under number 3. Zulan. 1 minute.
Let's do 12.
There's no chalice under number 12. Nero, you have 1 minute.
One.
There's no chalice under number 1. Zulan. 1 minute.
I would like number 6, please.
6. There's no chalice under number 6. Nero.
7.
No chalice under number 7. Zulan.
Number 9, please.
Chalice under number 9. Nero.
We're
Number 12.
There is a chalice under number 12. And
like
we're tied up at 1. Zulan.
number 2, please, Justin.
There's no chalice under number 2. Nero. Did you say 1?
I did not. Sorry.
Okay.
That was a puppy.
Okay.
Oh, looks like we're feeling number 11.
Number 11. There's no chalice under number 11. Zulan.
I'll take number 4, please, Justin.
No chalice under number 4. Nero.
Number 2.
No chalice under number 2. Zulan.
Number 1, please.
What was that?
Number 1.
Number 1. There is a chalice under number 1. Congratulations. So Zulan. And leave it 2. Nero.
4.
There is no chalice under number 4. So Zulan, if you get this one correct, you will win because there's no way that Nero can catch up with you.
Number 8, please.
There's no chalice under number 8. Nero.
Number 15.
There's no chalice under number 15. Nero. Zulan. Once again, if you get this correct, you'll win.
All right, I'm going to take a second and poll my teams.
Minute.
Decision. All right, we're going to go with lucky number 13.
There's no chalice under number 13, Mira.
Number 14.
There's no chalice under number 14.
Let's go, team. We gotta do it.
We gotta do it here, guys.
Here's all three of the other ones are. Oh, crap. All right. All right. Second try. Last chance. Let's go, team. Keep a good answer. All right, you know what? It's time all but killing. I don't need my team. I'm gonna say number 10.
Number 10, there's no chalice under number 10.
No.
So how this will play out essentially means that Nero will win, but you play it out, Crystal. Which number would you like?
Number 10, please.
10. There is a chalice in number 10. Zulon. Just for giggles.
11.
11 is where the third chalice is. So we go to Nero.
8, please.
8. All right. So we do have a tie since they were found in the same round. So sorry, I misspoke. Nero, you do not win it as a tie.
Yay.
Is we're going to go back to the beginning, and you're going to hide one chalice. One chalice only. First tribe to find it, whether you're first or second, will win immunity. All right, that is the tiebreaker. So Nero, again, you can decide if you want to go first or second. It's the first person to find it. So I just need you guys to message me with your one and only chalice, where it's going to be. So you have 1 minute to do that. Starting now. Privately message me. So Crystal and Brennan, if you can just stay, that'll be easy. One chalice only. All right, if you have not submitted, please submit it now. All right, we're back. Sorry for the. Oh, you guys hear me? Oh, hello. Yes.
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 Cool. Sorry, I was like, you are muted. Sorry that took a little time. Wasn't anticipating a tie. And as I was erasing things, I couldn't go back as far as I thought I could. So the new board is up. Nero, would you like to go first or second?
You'll go first.
You'll go first. All right. Which number would you like to pick?
15.
Okay. Hold on one second. I just want to double check I did this right. Just want to double check. Has nothing to do with that number. I just want to double check that I did it right. Okay. You said 15, correct?
Correct. Yep.
No chalice under number 15. Zula.
Let's do 15 as well.
There's no chalice number 15. Here.
4.
No chalice. Zula.
Two.
No chalice. Here.
13.
No chalice. Here. Zula.
Number 1, please.
No chalice. Here.
12.
No chalice. Come on.
Number 6, please, Justin.
No chalice. Crystal.
10.
No chalice. Brendan.
14.
What'd you say?
14. 1 4.
1 4. No chalice. Nero.
9.
No chalice. Brendan.
$11.
11. No chalice. Nero.
8.
This is just number 7.
No chalice. Nero.
Dear.
5.
No chalice.
Crystal, what's your favorite number?
I wouldn't share that information if I liked you. See?
That's tough. I know for a fact that Crystal loves the number 13. So we're
Gonna
gonna
go with it.
Yeah.
No chalice.
Oh, Crystal.
Sorry, bud. Number 11.
Crystal!
That is the chalice. So congratulations, Nero. You have won immunity. Congrats. For those who are curious, Zulon, yours was under number 9. So that's that. So, phew, made it through. All right. So congratulations once again, Nero. You've won immunity. Zulon, you'll be heading to Tribal Council. I'll give you guys a few minutes to strategize. I'll start the private chat over in your Facebook group. So don't go too far. Nero, you have a little bit of a break, but again, don't go too far because we want to keep the night moving.
Okay, so I put that up so that I will be able to see when they start going to Tribal Council. Let's pull up the tribe breakdown again. I have nothing to say. Okay, here we go. Here are my thoughts. How are they so bad at that challenge? The fact that Nero found one chalice and that they end up with all of their all the leftover spots are all the chalices that are left. I am not a mathematically inclined brain, so I did not understand exactly what was going on, even though I've seen this challenge get played many times on Karma, and I still was just like, I didn't understand when Justin was like, well, if Zulon can pick the, if they can find the chalice, they win. And I just was like, what? My brain doesn't work that way. So, you know, we can't have it all, you know? Can't have all the smarts. So, so Zulon is heading to Tribal. I think that Susan is in the most precarious position, unless the work that they have been putting in to get Casey out. I believe Casey was the target. As we learned tonight from Justin, Casey has an idol, so they've had to make him feel really comfortable so he doesn't use it. They actually think he got an idol from the idol clue that was dropped in Tree Mail, but he actually got an idol somewhere else. So Casey has an idol. Does he play it? Are they going to go for him and just save Susan for later? I think they're going to do that. I have just been constantly amazed by Susan's strategy. She came into this game saying that she wanted to do the way she plays games, live game or online reality game, that she would like to be at the bottom of alliances, but like good enough with people that they don't vote for her, but like still at the bottom of the alliance. And she likes to kind of, I think she said she likes to move around and is always at the bottom. And she said that it's worked for her plenty of times and she plans on doing that again. So I was like, I'm very interested to see how this works out. And no one's confessionals that I've seen so far, no one has really said anything about targeting Susan. People said like, yeah, and you know, Susan's kind of at the bottom, you know, but no one has ever said like getting her out. So it's amazing watching it happen. Now, I'm the type of person that I like trying new things when I play. If I'm going to play an online game, I'm going to try survivor strategy that maybe I haven't played before, haven't done before. So, I guess if you're in it to win it, like why not just do what you do best? And there's always challenges that you encounter, especially in this game. This game is full of twists and advantages. So she's got to be quick on her feet. And that's why I'm just so curious whether she chose to flip onto another tribe. she would be with Joe and Brendan. So that's a 3 right there. So maybe was she doing it to protect Joe and Brendan? Is it worth it to protect someone this early in the game? I gotta message Justin and find out. So we don't have a tribal council link yet. John has the idol. Casey has the idol. If Ty was going to tribal, he would have to say his vote publicly, but nope, he's on the other tribe. This is something. All right. Well, I'm just gonna. Is there anything else I need to say? Like, what else can I talk about? For whoever's watching this, the 2 people in the future that watch this, we're just watching me talk. This is probably ridiculous. All right. Well, I'm going to just stop talking unless I think of something funny to say. Oh, tribal starting. There we go.
Hello. Hello.
Private Casey and Brendan.
Oh, is this tribal? Is this how tribal works?
Yes, for those of you who haven't been to tribal before, this is how tribal works, yes. Sometimes I have scary music playing in the background, but I guess I can do that now. But we'll look for Brendan, as for Casey. It's very loud though. If anyone's chatting with Casey, can you get him to join, please? Oh, maybe he's typing. Oh, it's saying it's full. That's not good. All right, if everybody can please return to the Zoom, turn on your video cameras. Come on back. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. I think that's it. 13. One more person. Who am I missing? It is Kristen. Kristen, are you out there? Perfect.
Sorry.
Nero Tribe getting a new look at the Zulon Tribe. Casey voted out at the last tribal council. Casey is out of the game. All right. Give me one quick second. All right. Welcome back, everyone. So with that, we are going to head into our next challenge. And this one is called How Many Did You Say? And here's how this is going to work. So I am going to show you an image with a variety of shapes in various sizes and colors. At the top of the image is going to be a question, such as how many times does the triangle appear? Or are there more or less than 5 stars? The first player to correctly answer in the main Zoom chat scores a point for their tribe. So anybody can answer, but if you answer incorrectly, a point goes to the other tribe. So you want to be very careful. Feel free to consult, but it is the fastest person to answer. And you do want to be careful because if you get it wrong, the point does go to the other tribe. So anybody can answer, feel free to consult, but anybody can answer at any time. The first tribe to 5 points wins immunity. Losing tribe will head to tribal council.
I'm sorry. Who was voted out of the other?
Casey. I did say
Oh, okay. Okay.
One person from Nero, you guys do have to sit somebody out. I was a little bit loose on my sit-outs last episode, so I want to be really sure of who's sitting out from Nero this time and make sure that I don't see them participating anyway. So please identify who's going to sit out as soon as possible. Oh, and this is kind of an example of what I mean by. So a question will pop up at the top, and the first person to answer in the main Zoom chat, once again, you want to do in the main Zoom chat to everyone. Oh. So you all can see that. So you want to answer it there. Does anybody have any questions before we get started? All right. Nero, I will need your sit out. Who will that be? Someone can unmute and tell me, or?
I'll be Megan, sit out.
Okay, perfect. Meg, sit out. So Meg, please just no chatting in the group for now, and no consulting or helping in any way. Any other questions before we get started? All right, so once again, you're answering the
Sorry, I have a question.
Yes.
So if the question was how many circles are there with the smiley faces count?
No, there's a difference between a circle and a smiley face.
Okay.
Any other questions? All right, we're gonna get started. So once again, first tribe to 5 will win immunity. If you get it incorrect, a point will go to the other tribe. So be careful that anybody can answer at any time. So it's whoever's first representing their tribe. All right. Question number 1 is I with 12 is incorrect. There are 13 stars. So that means that Zulon gets a point. Everybody clear on how this works? So if you're incorrect, there are 13 stars up there. All right, next question is live now. Matt, correct, with circles. There are more circles than there are hearts. So Matt, so it's another point for Zulon. Zulon leading 2-0. First team to 5. Next question is up. So this is the number of smiley faces minus the number of total arrows equals what? There's a little bit of a math one here. Smiley faces minus the total number of arrows is what? Kayla, correct with 3, earning a point for Nero. 1. Next question is up. How many green circles are there? How many green circles are there? Whoa, hold up. I believe the first one that I see is Kayla with 7. That is correct. It's 2 points for Nero. I'm gonna do a little dividing line here so I can see that. All right, perfect. So it's now tied 2-2. Next question is up. This is the number of green and purple hearts minus the number of red hearts equals what? It is 2, so I'm sorry, Joe, but that's incorrect, which means Nero gets the points. I would get it right after you, but first answer counts. Right, so Nero leading 3-2. Next question is up. Are there less than, more than, or exactly 10 total orange shapes? So your answer will be less, more, or exactly. Fill it in with more. More is correct. There are 11 total. So I believe I had Kayla in first. Checking that. Yes, Kayla was in first. So Nero leading 4-2. Nero, if you get the next one right, you will win immunity. Next question is up. How many total objects are there that are the color red? Objects the color red. It is 17, so Joe, I am sorry. That gives a point to Nero, which means Nero wins immunity with 5 points. Correct, 17. So we'll just skip through the next ones. So congratulations, Nero. You have won immunity. Once again, so Zulon, you will be heading back to Tribal Council. I'll give you guys a few minutes to strategize. We'll do Tribal Council probably right around 9:10, so you got about 5 minutes, 9:10 Eastern.
Okay, ready for that? And just a reminder, some of you are still on camera and potentially want to be off camera or at least on mute. Up to you. I can still hear some people, just so you know.
Zulon is going again to tribal council. But you know what that means? We get to go watch tribal this time because there will be room for us in that stream. So I'm looking forward to that. Oh man. So Casey went out with an idol in his pocket. Donna just got blindsided. Nero, Brendan, and Joe all have a target on their. Nero, Brendan, and Joe. Susan, Brendan, and Joe. Let me pull up this picture. Susan, Brendan, and Joe are all from the same tribe, but they're going to vote together because they probably all feel like. Oh wait, I need to be able to see the Facebook group chat. Okay. They all feel that they need to stick together, I'm guessing, because they don't want to get picked off. Do they just go ahead and vote out Donna right now? Oh, we would hate to see that. We would hate it. So do they all vote out Susan? I don't see it happening. Okay, there's 5 people. No, there's 6 people. There's 6 people. So if they wanted to break up the John and Matt P duo, Brendan, Donna, Joe, and Susan could vote out John or Matt. Who's going to take that swing? Brendan? Is Brendan going to take that swing? I think we know of a 4 of John, Matt, Brendan, Joe, but do they do it? Do they take? I don't think they're going to take that swing right now. I know, Christine. I know. I do not want to see that happen. Christine says no. I feel like if I'm in this game, I have my radar on John and Matt, or Brendan and Joe. So are one of the duos gonna pick up Susan and Donna to get out one of the other duos? We love to see it. And so is John going to play his idol? Who knows? Side note, okay, let's talk about this last challenge and let's talk about what's been going on. I think Ty is so fun to watch on a Zoom call. Like he's got his glasses, he's got his headphones on, and he's just smiling while he's playing. It's pretty fun. But he also put in their group chat earlier about never mind, but some pregame activities. So he's probably having a good old time. So it's just, I love seeing people smiling while they're playing. But I also love people being extremely stressed while they're playing this game. So, I feel like Kayla was challenge beast, but there's no way that she actually knew what the answers were. It was too fast. She probably guessed them, and Homegirl has luck on her side that she got most of them correct, or if Joe did the same exact answer as she did, but he did it right before her. So Joe is really putting himself out there for these challenges. Ooh. And yeah, I love seeing people stress. I feel like I saw Kayla doing this number during the challenge. All right, travel's about to start. Woo.
All right, got 4, need 2 more. Brendan and Donna, I think. If anyone's chatting with Brendan and Donna, if you guys can ask them to join, please. That'd be great. Oh, there she is. All right, we're all here. Perfect. Right before we get to the vote, we'll talk to a few more people. I picked on Matt last time, so I'll pick on John this time. John, this is, I think, now your 5th tribal council. We have to stop meeting like this. So how did the last tribal turn out for you? Is it what you expected, or were you surprised?
I mean, I feel like it was kind of a scramble because, you know, like Susan got put onto our tribe so quick, so then there was all these different names being thrown out there. Honestly, I'm just glad that my name wasn't brought up and that I didn't get any votes against me, but I mean, it's hard to see anyone go, and it was just kind of so much went on so quickly.
Yeah. So Donna, your name did come up on the last tribal council. Are you afraid it might come up again this time?
Of course.
All right.
You know, I mean, it's, you know, it was, different me, different Susan, different Casey, and, you know, there were so many things played right out, you know, from the get-go. You know, everybody's doing what they need to do.
Yeah. And Susan, your name did come up a couple times, but you did escape even as the newbie. So how are you feeling for this tribal council?
I'm still so shocked from the swap, so I'm still not ready to think.
All right. Joe, I don't want to point any fingers, but it did seem like you gave up a few points in that challenge to the other team. Do you feel responsible for the loss? And do you think that puts you at risk?
I mean, anything could at this point. I mean, I was just trying to, especially after Kayla answered a couple really fast, I was just trying to get in there and answer, you know, as kind of, you know, as quick as I could to get us some more points. But no, I mean, it sucked. Like, we really, I don't want to lose again because my heart was up in my toes and I can't even think straight. So, but yeah, I mean, of course, like, I'm nervous. Like, sorry, I can't make form sentences right now.
That's all right. With that, we'll get to the vote. We'll stop asking you to make sentences. So if you can send me your vote privately as you did last time, shoot it on over via messenger. as soon as you can.
Sorry.
All right, if you can come back on video, please. Perfect. All right, once the votes are read, the person will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll pop you off the Zoom and out of the tribe chats and all that. Please do not communicate with anybody left in the game. If anybody has a hidden immediate idol and you'd like to play it, now would be the time to do so.
I'm gonna play mine because I'd rather be safe than sorry this round.
All right. Susan does have a hidden immediate idol, so any votes cast for Susan will not count. All right, and with that, we will read the vote. First vote, Susan. Next vote, Susan. Next vote, Susan. Next vote, Susan. 4 votes for Susan, none of them count. Next vote, Susan. 1 sole vote. The last vote, the person leaving tonight at tribal council is John. John, I'm sorry, the tribe has spoken. In this case, 1 vote has spoken. So be asked to leave tribal council, and please don't communicate with anybody. Thank you so much.
Bye, everyone.
Please, everybody, head back over to the Zoom.
All right, if everybody can please rejoin and get on video. What is the 8, 9, 10, 11? I need one more. Joe, please. That's it, right? So New York going to look at the new Zulon tribe. John voted out at the last tribal council. John no longer in the game. Yes. Perfect. All right. Hold on 1 second. Okay, perfect. All right. Welcome back, tribes. We are heading into our next immunity challenge. This one's a little bit complicated, so bear with me, all right? This is called blind leading the blind. So how this is going to work is each tribe will need to determine one caller. I'm going to go into a private Facebook video chat with each tribe separately. The caller is going to turn off their camera, so you will not be able to see them, but they will have their mic on. All the other players will have their camera on, but their mic off, so they can't talk. Then I'm going to privately message your caller 5 tasks, one at a time, that they need to get their tribe members to do using verbal commands only. Example, touch your nose with your left index finger and touch your left kneecap with your right thumb. That would be a task to do. They'll have 5 minutes to guide each of their tribe members to do one task. A tribe member can only complete one task. However, there will be danger words that the caller cannot say when trying to get their tribe mate to do the task. Kind of tabooish, right? So in the example above, you cannot use the words touch, nose, hand, left, right, or knee/kneecap. Figure out a way to get your tribe members to do these tasks without using those danger words. If the caller says these words, the task will not count and we'll move on to the next task. You cannot skip a task, but you can change the tribe mate for that task at any point. So if you're working with someone and they're just not getting it, you can swap to a different person. But just keep in mind, only one tribe member can complete one task. The caller may need to guide the tribe member to adjust their camera so they can see the task. So if it's something on the floor, you might have to tell them to adjust the camera to see that. So just keep that in mind. Once a task is complete, or if the caller says a danger word, I'll then send the new task and the list of the danger words. The tribe who completes the most tasks of 5 out of 5 in 5 minutes, or if they get all tasks done the fastest, will win immunity. So you have 5 minutes max to complete as many tasks as you can. If both tribes were to do all 5 tasks, then it will be whoever does the 5 tasks fast. Anybody have any questions? It was a little complicated. Any questions?
Can the people, oh, I have a question, sorry.
Yes.
Can the people participating, not the caller, but the people taking the commands, can they speak to the caller? Like talk back?
No, so your mic will be off.
Okay. Oh, sorry, you said that.
No problem. Any other questions?
Is this something that all tribe members are going to participate in, or does Nero have to sit out?
Nero will have to set out 2. We'll have to set out 2 people. So they will not join the Facebook chat. They will sit out completely. So I did that decision pretty quickly, Nero. Sit out in back-to-back challenges. So I believe Mag, you sat out the last one, so you can't sit out of this one. So I need each of you guys, I'm going to give you guys 2 minutes to determine your callers, and Nero for you to determine who's going to sit out. So you got about 2 minutes to determine that. And then Nero, because you won the last challenge, you can decide if you want to go first or second. You can't watch the other challenge, the other team, so it doesn't really matter. But if you want a little bit more time to strategize, you can pick the second if you want. Up to you. So I do need decisions on who your caller is, who's sitting out for Nero, and if Nero wants to go first or second, about 2 minutes. All right, you got 30 seconds to determine your sit-outs, collar, and if you want to go first, second. Okay, time has expired, so I do need decisions. So I'll start with Zulon. Zulon, who will be your caller? Somebody can unmute and let me know.
I'll do it, Justin.
Joe is the caller, okay? And Miro, who is your caller?
I'll be caller.
Ty is the caller. And Miro, who is sitting out?
I am. And I am also sitting out.
Is that Rachel?
Yeah, Rachel, sorry.
Okay, perfect. All right, great. Miro, would you like to go first or second?
Let's go first.
I'm gonna go first. Okay, Nero going first, so Zulon, you have a little bit of time. So Nero, I will create a little chat here. And just make sure, Crystal and Rachel, you don't join it. You can just decline, Crystal and Rachel, just decline the invite to join.
I think I'm gonna need you to send it again.
One out of the Zoom, I think that'll help. Oh. Ty, I think if you pop out of the Zoom, it'll help. I think that's helping. Sorry, I thought I was unmuted. Yeah, I think if you do that, you should be able to do it.
Hey, Justin, do I have time to run to the restroom real quick?
Very fast. Fast as we can.
There we go.
All right. Great.
So, just to recap, there's going to be 5 tasks. We have 5 minutes, and I have to get one person to do each task.
Correct.
Does it matter what order it is in, or can I choose who goes?
You choose who goes. So I'm going to only give you one task at a time. So I just did a caller chat. I'll put the first task and the danger words in there. You'll then say, Kristen, go do this, right? But just make sure you don't plan in the danger words. It's up to you who you pick, though.
Right. Where are you putting the task at? Which chat?
In the caller chat that I just created with you and Hannah.
Okay.
Wait, with me?
Justin, we can't talk, right?
Wait.
You cannot. So I need sorry, Hannah on production. Sorry.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So
I'll mute myself now.
if the other 4 can mute, please. Yeah. And Ty, if you can turn off your camera, so they will not be able to speak. Just keep that in mind. Perfect. Okay. I think we're all good. So as soon as I drop the first one in, Ty, is when the time will start. All right. And just make sure you give a good view on the danger words and you don't say the danger words. All right. So the time will start now.
Okay. Okay. Megan, go to where you sleep. Grab an item from that. Higher. Drop one arm. Okay.
All right, now complete.
Okay. Kristen. Lift your appendage. More. More appendages. More. Go back. Okay. Now, other side. Make emoji face involving mouth. Okay.
Complete.
Kayla, take off clothing from very bottom of appendage. If there were clothing on very bottom of appendage, you should put that over.
Danger word.
Yep, danger word. Can't use the word put.
Oh God, sorry. Sorry, that was hard. Okay, who hasn't gone? Megan? Hannah? Okay, Megan, show.
Nope, Megan already did one.
Okay, Hannah, show what you use to make calls. Okay, on that, find a animal that is usually a pet, another kind. The other kind. Okay.
Okay, complete.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I messed up on put.
So now you can nope, you got one more, so you can give it to Kayla, you can, or you can give it to anybody you'd like.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Kayla. Okay. Okay, if you get really drunk, you get can they talk on the mic?
You have to instruct them.
Okay. Turn your mic on so I can hear you. Okay, if you get really drunk, you can get what? Where you don't have enough liquid.
Dehydrated.
Yes, okay. So you need to say that and then go get that.
Dehydrated?
Say that, then go get that. Drink it.
Can't say drink.
Where did it? Oh, I'm sorry.
All right, and time was expired anyway, but you did complete 3 task. Yeah.
That was so hard. I'm so sorry, guys.
Don't sweat it. I didn't realize put was one of the no words.
What was the item? Was it shoe?
Oh, it is hard. Sock.
Yeah, that's super hard.
Sock. It was sock. Yeah.
I ran and grabbed a sock.
Damn it.
Words are not physically used.
Good job. Just
Yeah.
make sure you don't say anything to anybody, obviously, because you're not supposed to talk to the tribe anyway. But don't say anything,
Okay.
and just take a quick break for now while I do the other challenge.
Okay.
Thanks.
Bye.
All right. Welcome, welcome. Okay. Joe, do you have any questions before you start?
Yeah. Did you say that I have to pick one person, like, to do the task, and then that's all I'll be talking to, right?
Correct. You can change your mind if you need to. Like if they're just not getting it, feel free to change your mind. But each one's going to do one task. There are 5 tasks total, so you will have to repeat one person at some point.
Okay.
I
And
have a
then,
question. Sorry. I don't want to.
Yeah.
Can we spell target words? Is that against the rules?
You cannot spell them fully.
Okay.
You cannot spell them fully. Correct.
Okay.
And just a reminder, so Brendan, Susan, Donna, and Matt, you'll turn your mics off. So you cannot talk unless Joe instructs you to turn them on, which may be part of the task. So just keep that in mind. And Joe, just a reminder, you might have to move the camera, have them move their camera.
My mic working?
Yep.
Okay.
And Joe, you'll need to turn your camera off. They can't see you. Perfect. And then Joe, I just started the caller chat with you and our production person, Hannah. So that's where I'm going to be sending the instructions. So make sure you can see that.
got it.
That? Perfect. Okay. So when I put the first task in there is when the time will start. Just make sure you don't say the danger words. Hannah and I are listening. And then I'll say complete once it's complete. So if you don't hear me saying complete, you've got to pick something. All right?
Mm.
Ready to go?
Yes.
Okay. Your time starts now.
Okay, Matt, you're going to be first. You're going to grab what you sleep on at night. Go get that. Put it over your Fred in your red hand.
Danger word.
Yep. You can't say hands. All right. Sorry. There you go.
Okay. Matt. Put up 1, 2, and the number before 4 on both Fran's and the thing that is in your mouth, put it
Complete.
what good job. Okay. Brendan, put what you would have
Danger word.
on.
Yeah, you can't say put.
I'm sorry, there's so many words here. Okay. Susan, get a photograph on your thing that you talk to people on that's digital of your pet and show it to the camera.
Can't say
Danger word.
camera.
Oh my god. Guys, I'm so sorry.
All right.
Okay. Donna, can you, oh my god. I need you to say a word for me. It's if you were in a desert for a really long time, what would be happening to you? Then I need you to ingest a clear thing, and then what would you, the opposite of that first thing is what you would then say after that. So you're in a desert and you really need this. What would you be? What word is that? You're in the desert for a really long time. You're really sweaty. So because your sweat is gone, you're this word. All right, switch to Brendan. Oh, were you listening? So, oh my God, this is horrible. What's the word what would you be if you were in the desert for a really long time and your sweat is all out of you? You're muted.
Dehydrated?
Perfect. Now do what Donna's doing. Ingest that. Now say the opposite of the first word you said.
Hydrated.
Good job.
Correct. That's complete. So you got 2 tasks complete out of the 5.
Oh my God.
If you can go back to the main Zoom chat, please, I will give the results.
Guys, I'm so sorry.
If y'all can hop on camera, please, if you're not already on camera. Three, let's say 9, 10, 11. Okay, one more. Yes, I think that's everyone, right? Perfect. So the results are as follows. Congratulations to Nero. You have 1 immunity, 3 tasks complete. The other tribe was only able to achieve 2 tasks in the 5 minutes. It's a very tricky challenge. Good job communicating with each other. So congratulations, Nero. So Zulon, you'll be heading back to Tribal Council. I'll give you guys a few minutes to strategize. and I will start the Zoom shortly. Everybody on Nero, please stick around. Don't go too far. I'm gonna keep moving.
Wow, that challenge was so hard. I have done that challenge before. When I played like one of these games before, and I was the caller, but I was not making them do a task. I was making them say the word. So that's kind of like Codenames, the game Codenames. And there was like, here, let me see. I should have put this up on the screen. So task 1 was, actually, let's see if I could pull it up. I should have pulled this up at the beginning so you guys could have seen it. All right, here we go. Here were the danger words and the, okay, let me make this bigger. The danger words and the tasks, all right there. So if you need to study those, that was pretty difficult. The hardest one of the night was the danger word put. Whew. I think that there were some really clever words that was coming up. You might have heard me when I think it was Joe was like, and hold up your friend, which meant hand. That was hysterical. And I was thinking of the strategy of you know, when you're supposed to put up 3 fingers. So put was not the a word, a danger word for that task. So I was thinking like you could say put not 1, put not 2, not 4, not 5 up. So then you would like be like, okay, so obviously 3. I think it was Ty that said like, and make the emoji face. That was pretty clever. I liked when Joe said ingest. Like, I like how he used the desert. You know, like if you were in a desert, you would, for a long time, you would be this. And then he was like, ingest it. And I just wanted to scream at him. I wanted to say, you can tell them to turn their mic on. Because Donna didn't know. She was like, am I supposed to talk? And he just had to tell her, like, turn your mic on. But Brendan jumped in right away. Oh, that's gotta hurt with all the danger words going on. So let's bring the picture back up. So we've seen Casey go. We saw John get idled out. Oh, then they have to get out Susan now. They wanted to get out Susan last time. It's gonna be Susan. Is there any chance it's not Susan? No. Oh, so Matt just lost his number 1. He said that his number 2 behind John was Joe. So Joe is now his new number 1 for the time being. And I don't think Susan has hope in this situation. I bet she's been working hard, probably trying to put the target on someone. Maybe she's going to try to swoop up Matt and Ty and Donna to break up Brendan and Joe. But Brendan and Joe have been doing a really great job. So I don't know how she could get them to turn. After her idol play, the odds are very rough right now. So she's been fun though. So it'll suck to see her go, and anything can happen tonight. Anything can happen. So she might be able to pull it out. She knows what she's doing. Let's find out.
Don't hate me too much for that challenge, Joe.
It was a good one. A lot of buzzwords there.
Can't make it too easy. All right, welcome back to Tribal Council. All right, so I'll start with Brendan. Brendan, any predictions on kind of what's coming up next, and is that informing how you're going to vote at this Tribal Council?
Oh man, that's a good question. We've gone to tribal every time, so I haven't even given much thought to like what twist is next and what is to come next, because I'm just like scrambling to survive right now. I mean, I would assume a merge is soon, right? I don't know. I wouldn't think anything to the contrary. So like I'm planning for merge, I suppose.
All right. And Matt, so Brian just mentioned the merge. Should we merge soon, this tribe would have 4, the other tribe would have 7. Do you think that those tribal lines would stick, or do you think some of the even older tribal lines would come into play come merge time?
I don't know how the older tribal lines would come into play, just because, I don't know, like we didn't have really much time to stick with our older tribes in the first night. Like we were only with them for a few hours and then we got all swapped around. So I don't know if that really matters that much. Like I know that personally, I'm not looking along like tribal lines or anything like that. I'm just trying to find people that I can trust and I can work with and that will help me get further in the game. And it's all about building trust at this point. And if people can, make me feel like I'm good with them and I can get further in the game with them, I'm willing to work with people, but they just need to show me that they'll have my back in that way.
All right. Susan, saved yourself with an idle last tribal council. How are you feeling going into this one?
I still feel nervous. I think that maybe this new tribe thinks that I would go back to the girls on Nero. I'm trying to explain to them, like, the girls didn't even talk. 4 of us did come from Nero, but we never went to tribal. So there was never no chance to make any deals, any alliances. I mean, there was no need to. And literally 2 of the girls didn't even get on the call when we tried talking yesterday. So, I mean, I'm just trying to stress that this is the tribe I was thrown into. As far as I'm concerned, this is my starting tribe.
All right. Donna, any thoughts on kind of what this tribe needs to do to beat the Nero tribe?
Oh my gosh, can you bring back that game from last week, Find the 9? Wow, yeah, it's been just crazy. What isn't that what the slide said? It's been a bit crazy tonight.
Yeah, it was an understatement.
Well, perfect. I think with that, I'll leave the floor open. If there's anything anyone wants to discuss live in tribal, I'm happy to have that happen. If anybody has anything they want to say.
Good job, Susan. You are much scarier in my eyes now. That was amazing.
Okay, with that, I think it's time to vote. So please submit your votes to me. All right. Everybody can hop back on camera for me. All right, well, okay, once the votes are read, person will be asked to leave tribal council area immediately. I do have one announcement to make, that a Pandora's box advantage was used. Donna, your vote has been stolen, so your vote will not count in this round. So just so you're aware, your vote was stolen. Your vote will not count in this round. So with that, we will get to the votes. If anybody has a hidden immunity item you'd like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Okay. Here we go. First vote, Donna. Next vote, Donna. 2 votes, Donna. Next vote, Susan. Next vote, Susan. 2 votes, Donna. 2 votes, Susan. 1 vote left. That vote is for Susan. Susan, I'm sorry, the tribe has spoken. You'll leave the tribal council immediately. Thanks so much for playing. Ricky,
Thanks.
the rest of you guys over to the main Zoom.
Oh my gosh.
Susan must have had something, man. Susan had something else.
Yeah, what the heck?
Wow.
All right, if everybody can jump back on the main Zoom, please. Three, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Should be one more, I think. Yeah, one more. Who am I missing? I'm missing. Oh, I got it right. Cool. It's me that I'm missing. Hello. So now we're getting a look at the New Zealand tribe. Susan voted out at the last tribal council. Susan no longer in the game. All right. I am going to give y'all a quick strategy break, probably 3 to 5 minutes. Use the restroom, do all those things. Quick strategy break. Take a couple minutes. Okay.
All right, if everybody can please return to the Zoom, pop on your cameras. Three, four, six, seven, eight. Just need Donna. I think. Okay, so let's do, oh. Thanks. Here we are. Share the big screen. Perfect. All right. There are 11 of you left, and I would like to congratulate you all for making the merge. You have merged.
Yay!
We are now at the individual portion.
Cheers!
Where's my beer?
Clink, clink.
And as
The one who said nobody wants to date anybody who doesn't make it to the merge.
Wait, let me go tell my husband I'm dateable.
but this is Pandora's Island, right? So your past is now going to come back to haunt you.
Oh no.
7 players that you have voted out are now coming back to the Zoom. They're joining all now slowly. Guys, free to pop on camera once you arrive. Here we go. I think that's everyone. Perfect. Susan, if you can just pop on camera once you're available and ready. All right, so welcome back. So Pandora's Island is also a place where all voted out contestants landed once they were voted out of the game. They are now going to fight for a chance to get back in. I don't think, I've pinged her a couple times, I don't think Stella is joining us, so there's 6. So you have a 1 in 6 shot now, Pandora's Island folk. And you will compete in a challenge to get back into the game. This is a classic game of memory. I'm going to send you a link to a memory game. You must complete the memory game as quickly as you can. Once it's complete, you're going to end up on a page that says, great, you've completed level 6, it will be level 6, which is 36 cards. You need to take a screenshot of that, or you can take a photo with your phone and then post it in the Pandora's Island chat. So you want to finish the memory game. Once the screen pops up that says you've completed, either take a screen grab or a photo of the screen. Make sure there should be a green check mark on the screen in the row that says 36 cards. Okay, I'll explain it once I send the link. The first person to do that screen grab or take the photo and put it in the chat where I can see your full screen that you completed it will re-enter the game, and you'll join the 11 merged players. So for the 6 of you, do you have any questions?
I have a quick
Are
question.
you putting the, oh, go ahead.
Sorry, Susan, you can go first.
I was just wondering if you're putting the link in our chat or on the
Yes.
Zoom.
And the link will come in the private Pandora's Island chat.
Okay.
And my question was, it's first person to post the screenshot, not the first person with the time. It's not by time, it's by...
It's not by time, it's getting that screenshot is the end of the task. So get that screenshot in there as soon as you can. So the link that I send you, you need to select level 6. I'm putting that in the instructions where it says 36 cards. Should be pretty clear to you which one you need to click on. This is a classic game of memory. You're gonna flip stuff over and try to make pairs, all right? So the first person that can do that and post a screen grab or a screenshot will re-enter the game. I also have an announcement that Pandora's box was open, and Ed gets a small advantage in that he will have a 15-second head start on the challenge. So Ed will have a minor start. I will send it to Ed first, and then to everybody else. Is that clear?
Yep. Yep.
Great. So Ed, I will send it to you in your private chat. Still make sure you post your screen grab in the Pandora's Island chat, not your private chat, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So I will start the 15 seconds once I hit that link. So Ed, make sure you select level 6 where it says 36 cards, all right?
Okay.
15 seconds starting now. All right, I've sent it to the rest of you now. Make sure that you select level 6 where it says 36 cards. Level 6, 36 cards. Go as fast as you can. Once you're done, make sure you take a screen grab and put it in the Pandora's Island chat. Pandora's Island chat. If you have any questions, I'm here to answer them. If anybody has any cheering for their favorite person they voted out, feel free to cheer.
Go, Bill, go. Go, Bill, go.
Who will it be? Who will re-enter the game? Did y'all think this was gonna happen? Did y'all expect Pandora's Island to have returnees? No? I love that, yes!
No.
This is bananas. I don't know what lives in your brain that you thought this up, but this is insanity.
I love it. Who will it be?
Why is someone's name Alice Reimer?
I think that's Tom. Tom knows, but focus on your challenge. I think it's a relative of his. It might be his daughter who's doing school.
Wife.
That's what I say when people ask why I have Roblox on my computer. I'm like, oh, my daughter.
All right, congratulations, Susan. Susan, it's a memory game, and we'll return.
You're a beast. Let's go.
Congratulations, Susan. Great work.
Congrats, Susan.
Thank you.
Good job, Susan.
For the rest of you, it's back.
I've been sweating all night.
So for the other 5 of you, it is back to Pandora's Island, where you await your next opportunity to re-enter the game.
Oh God.
It is up to you if you would like to stay on Pandora's Island. I will check in with all of you. You are welcome to raise the white flag and leave the island if you don't want to participate. So those of you who have now merged, just know that the people that you vote out will have an opportunity to go to Pandora's Island if they would like for the next shot to come back into the game. So for that, so everybody except for Susan that has been voted out, please leave the Zoom and return to Pandora's Island. Thank you so much.
Good luck, everyone.
Bye now.
All right, here we are, final 12. So Susan, while you were gone, we did merge. The merge tribe name is Mazi, which is the closest Greek word I can find to the word together. So you are now the Matsi tribe. which means together the final 12 here make up the merged tribe. So just a couple of things. Challenges will now be played and won individually. You can vote any remaining player out that's at tribal council. So there are no tribal lines. You can vote for anybody that's left in the game. And you can now privately message anyone you would like to in the game. So there are no messaging barriers either. Please do not message anybody that has been voted out. So nobody on Pandora's Island. Please do not communicate with them. Yes, you can communicate with any of the 12 of you that are here. All right, and with that, we're going to go to our first individual immunity check. So you will play for individual immunity tonight. This one should be pretty fast. It's always been fast in seasons past, so we will wrap up at 10:30, as I promised, maybe even a little earlier. Thank gosh. All right, so this is called the shape of things. So how this is going to work is I'm going to show you a puzzle that's related to shapes. The first player to correctly solve the puzzle, which basically means answer a question, and type that answer into the main Zoom chat to everyone. Will win immunity. You may not seek any sort of outside help, so if you have roommates or family members nearby, you are not allowed to ask them, and no screenshotting the screen and trying to reverse Google image search the puzzle. I know all those shady tricks that y'all do. None of that. I did do the reverse Google image search and I couldn't even find the puzzle, so don't try it, you'll just waste time. You may only answer once, so if you submit an incorrect answer, you'll be out of the challenge. Once you're out of the challenge, you cannot help others, and please don't do anything to distract others or confuse other players. If everyone and no one is correct, whomever is closest to the correct answer will win immunity. You'll also win a special power. And this first immunity is very, very important. So please do your best, work hard, and you want to win this one, trust me. All right? Does anybody have any questions? So the puzzle will come up on the screen. You're going to answer in the main Zoom chat. First person to answer correctly will win. Fine. So it's nice and clear. So main Zoom chat, that's where you want to answer. Any questions? Doesn't seem to be. Okay. Puzzle comes up. So, survivors ready? Go. Brendan, I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Matt, I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Rachel, that is incorrect. Susan, that is incorrect. 4 people out so far, so 8 people in the challenge. Kristen, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Megs, I'm sorry, that is incorrect. So I think we're down to Crystal, Joe, Kayla, Anna, Anna. I think those are who we have left. Kayla is correct with 24 triangles. Congratulations, Kayla. You have won immunity. Here's the answer for anyone who, congratulations, Kayla. Here's the answer for anybody who is wondering. See all the various triangles that are shown in the big triangle. So there are 24 triangles. So congratulations, Kayla. You've won the first immunity. Tribal Council is going to be the first thing next episode. So you have all week to decide how this vote is going to go. And that is pretty important because the 2 people who have the most votes will be voted out at tribal council. So that means if one person has 11 votes and the other person has 1 vote, both of those people go home. So whoever is the top 2 vote getters will be voted out. All right. Just a reminder, you can vote any remaining player out that's left in the game. You can now privately message anybody. And Kayla, you'll learn of your reward right after this call ends. So TBD on that. And I can, if you need to go to bed, I can talk to you tomorrow too. It's all fine. But that's it. Does anybody have any questions before we sign off for episode 2?
Justin, you evil bastard.
Oh gosh. It's gonna be fun. Congratulations, y'all, on making the merge. Obviously, this is a crazy, crazy game, and you should feel really proud of being at this spot. I look forward to seeing what happens, and I will. The one piece of wisdom I'll give in my Jeff Probsty way is last season, this week, between episodes 2 and 3 was the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. I got just every day, and it was changing every time, every day. So good luck. I think it'll be an exciting week. I think what's really interesting is this very interesting mix of people, old tribes, new tribes, all that stuff. I think it's gonna be a really, really exciting week. So it's time to play, get it on. And I'll see y'all next week. Have a good night.
Thanks.
Bye, everybody.
And bye, guys.
Oh my. Oh my.
Okay, before I end the stream, I want to present to you my my impersonations of the cast from tonight. So first up, we have Crystal's shocked face that I thought her screen was frozen, but no, it wasn't. The whole time Pandora's Island was happening. Okay, we've got Joe's face every time Justin revealed the twist. His jaw, he could not hold back his emotions. He was, and then we have Ty. You know, Ty's just like the whole time. Kristen is holding it together. She does this thing. Let's see. Rachel, you can tell she's so nervous. She's like, and then she smiles. You have to have the nervous ticks right there. Who else was I? Kayla. I'm obsessed with Kayla. She did amazing tonight. Donna has the serious face. That's not the Donna face. No, that's not the Donna face. I don't know. I'm trying. I can't compete with her beauty. Brendan is always touching his hair up here. Oh my gosh. When they watch this is gonna be good stuff right here. Do you like this, Christine? Okay. And I feel like I'm missing someone. Yeah, Matt, he does this. So this is all in love, by the way, guys. I'm not making fun of you. It's wonderful. What a great game. What a great vote. If my memory serves me correct, there are several people who have not gone to tribal council. Rachel, Hannah, Kayla, Kristen. Megs. Wow, that's a lot of people that have. They all have Michelle Fitzgerald upside of never going to tribal council till merge and then winning. I'm so excited to see what happens. Christine has a great question. Who is running the show? Here's the thing. If people on Pandora's Island in their group chat were talking about how Crystal is running the show. But if everybody says that someone is running the show, are they really running the show? Or it just seems like they're running the show, but someone else is running the show? I think that I'm very impressed with what I've heard about Brendan playing. I think Brendan is making some really good bonds. He's really connecting with people. I think that Crystal was as well, but she got a little too heavy with her work on her last tribe. I think this merge came at a really good point for a lot of people who really needed this. So this is a great cast. This is going to be amazing to see what happens and the strategy that emerges from the 2 highest vote getters leaving. It's gonna be amazing. So another great game by Justin. Great show tonight. I heard that the Bachelorette premiered tonight, and this was so much better than the Bachelorette. Just me enjoying the show of this Survivor game. So, all right, I'm gonna sign out, and thanks to whoever 3 people made it this far when they're rewatching this. Coming to you live Tuesday, October 13th, 2020. Okay, that's enough. All right, bye.